How's it going, everybody? Justin, this is Michelle.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to be talking about the Epstein situation and the potential cover-up that Trump and Pam Bondi, Cash, and Bongino and everybody's seems to be screwing us on here. I want to give a shout out to Dub's channel, Gunners Collective, Jesse on Fire. You guys are the inspiration for me doing this. Also gave me a lot of courage to do this too because I'm camera shy. You guys got to bear with us a little bit because we're still learning how to do all this. I've got every single day sitting here trying to figure out editing and stuff like that. It's a big time learning curve for me. I'm a fabricator and mechanic by trade. So let's get into it. As everybody knows, 6:15 on Sunday, Axios dropped a document that appeared to be from the DOJ that said that there was no evidence that there was any crimes committed and that there's no other suspects with the Epstein client list and that this Epstein client list didn't exist. Well, when that hit, the internet exploded because you can't do weekend document dumps anymore without anybody finding out about it. So anytime for Michelle, because she doesn't know about this, anytime that the government wants to keep something on the low, they'll release it on like a Friday night, and that's because what are you doing on a Friday night? You're going home, you're getting ready to go out, you're going out, go and play pool, whatever, go to the bar, club, whatever. So people aren't paying attention. They're not watching the news. They're not looking at stuff on the internet and stuff like that. So they'll dump it over the weekend because it gets less attention. There's less news breaking and stuff like that over the weekend. So Sunday night at 6:15, you saw me blow up over it. She saw me sitting here yelling and screaming at some dumbass that uses grok for his entire opinion for some reason. And I'll name drop him at some point in this. I just gotta look it up. But fuck that guy. Anyways, so 6:15 on Sunday they did this document dump. It was done by Axios, so somebody leaked it to Axios. Axios dumped it, and the fallout from it has just been insane. So every YouTuber on the face of the earth, or every influencer on the face of the earth, has been talking about it. But you get one tidbit of information here, you get another tidbit of information there, and it's just a Kamala word salad of everything that's going on. So I have some experience with all of this because this is what I do when I'm not working on a car or welding up a bumper or something like that. Or even when I'm doing that, I'm listening to what's going on. So there's a few things. We're going to start off with the suicide or the murk of Epstein. Okay. When he died, his brother hired an independent medical examiner to do a secondary autopsy. The secondary autopsy found that his hyoid bone was broken. That is not in line with a suicide. That is more in line with a murder. And that's somebody forcefully strangling you. Not saying that it's impossible to do that by hanging, but it's really, really rare. According to that medical examiner. I'm not a medical professional, so I don't know. Second thing, when Epstein died, they released pictures of the outside of that cell that he was in when he died. Maybe. At this point, who knows? They could have taken a picture of a jail door from any fucking cell in the United States. Who knows? They released this video. It's 12 hours long. There's a minute missing. Somebody messed with it. Somebody edited that video. They took a minute out. There's a lot of questions surrounding that, and I have not heard a single influencer ask this one simple question. If Epstein killed himself in that cell, a guard would have seen it. There's no way that a guard would not have seen it. Every hour or 2 hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they have to do rounds, and they have to count how many inmates are in each cell, how many inmates are in each unit, how many inmates are in each tier. They cannot not do that. If you fall asleep on the job and a high-profile customer like Epstein dies, you're fucked. You're going to lose your job. 100%. Why the fuck weren't these guys doing their rounds? That's their job. That's what they get paid to do. Law enforcement officers are prison guards, jail guards, sheriff's deputies that work at the jail, any Department of Corrections employee. They work 12-hour shifts. 4 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off. How do I know that? I have a million friends that work for Washoe County Sheriff's Department in Reno, Nevada. I have friends that are corrections officers in Hawaii. I have a friend that works for Department of Corrections in Las Vegas. All these questions have been asked. I've asked them of all the friends and stuff that I have in these situations. They know what I'm doing with this, trying to start this YouTube channel and everything else. The reason that I'm starting this YouTube channel is that I'm tired of having to go to 15 different news sources to get all the information that I need. So I imagine other people are like me and they're tired of having to deal with that, so come to me, I'll give you the news. So, from the guards, the video. That video looks like it's on an open tier. A shoe's not an open tier. Shoes are generally 4 wings, 3 wings, 4 wings, or 2 wings. And there's a center hub, like a central guard unit, and that's it. I think they said this happened at Metropolitan Detention Center. That is not a federal facility that they're showing in that video. I'm sorry. There's not. I've been in several federal prisons, and I've seen the inner workings of all of those. Of shoes, yards, tiers, you name it, I've seen it. County jails, I've seen them. That to me looks like an open tier. You see inmates walking around in orange jumpsuits. Feds, the inmates don't wear orange jumpsuits. They wear a khaki jumpsuit. So explain that to me. Is it a county jail or is that a federal facility? Because as far as I knew, he was federally charged. Why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison if there's no victim and no crime committed and no other co-conspirators? You're going to tell me that the biggest financier and the biggest money laundering guy on the face of the earth for, I want to say for the Democrat Party, but it's probably both, for Democrats and Republicans, has no co-defendants? Are you kidding me? How do he make his money? He's a money launderer and, for lack of a better word, a pimp for all these celebrities and politicians. The point that I'm trying to make right now is that if you ever had a doubt that a politician was corrupt, what's happened over the last 48 hours proves Trump ran on his administration being transparent and honest with the American people. And what I see is a disgrace. It's a lie. Everything they've said and everything that he's ran on, this discredits all of it. I'll give credit where credit is due. He's shut down the border and he's taken care of all of our immigration problems. But it seems like he's more interested in drama and arguing with Elon and stuff like that than actually running the country. I'm not going to say he's not doing a good job, but I'll tell you this. I haven't noticed any difference in prices. Gas prices are the same. Eggs are the same. Food's the same. In his first administration, if I wanted to make spaghetti, I went to the store and I bought all the stuff to make spaghetti. $20. Now it's 80. And I bitch about it every single time I go to the grocery store. Gas, still $4.50, $5 a gallon. Still $7 a gallon in California, as far as I know. And it just went up. So everybody, I hear all these people talking about the prices going down and stuff like that. Where the fuck do you guys live? In some small town Kansas or Arkansas or some shit, where gas has always been $2 a gallon? In the city centers, it's still expensive. And it's beyond expensive to live. I can only imagine what Dubs and Gunner and them pay for food. I know that what we're paying is ridiculous. I guess I'll make it a point to ask Dubs and Gunner tomorrow what they're paying for groceries. Hopefully they tune into our podcast night. Well, before I forget, I got to give a shout out to my buddy's smoke shop. It's 1040 Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. They have everything: kratom, water pipes, tobacco products, wraps. Like I said, kratom, energy drinks, sodas, candies, everything. All kinds of knickknacks and stuff. It's a cool spot. 1040 Smoke Shop, the corner of Flamingo and Cambridge in Las Vegas. They're really good people, really nice, great deals. Tell them you're a subscriber. Maybe they'll give you a discount. Tell them Justin sent you. So aside from all of that, I have notes here that all the stuff I wanted to touch on tonight. Let me get into that. All right. So when he was initially murdered in 2019, we were told that the cameras on that unit were broken. So where did this footage come from? Why was it broken 5-6 years ago and now it's not? What the fuck are we looking at? That's not his cell. That's definitely not his cell. Pam, you said that the client list was on your desk. There's no way to misconstrue what you said. You said it live on Fox News on the White House lawn. That means something in this country. You made promises and you ran on promises made and promises kept. That was a fucking lie. 100%. Cash Patel, you went on Sean Ryan's show. You went on Benny Johnson's show and you said that you've seen all these documents and you have all the information and you're the man and you're honest and you're running on honesty and transparency. And you're going to reform the entire FBI. Well, looks to me like you're Comey 2.0. You're just as bad as he is, if not worse. At least Comey didn't look at me and go on TV and say that he was going to be fucking honest. Bongino, you said the same shit, man. Where the fuck were you on this one? I haven't heard a fucking peep out of you. It's a fucking disgrace what you guys are doing to this country. Trump, how the fuck are you going to snap on a reporter that's asking you an honest fucking question? You motherfuckers are the ones that released this information on a Sunday night. 2 days later, you're getting questioned about it. What the fuck did you expect? We had a lot of pride, and we took a lot of pride in standing up for you. Everything that the left said, we fucking battled it. We fucking stood up for you. We sat there and we fought for you. We had faith in you. We put our trust in you. And this just fucking burned it all. I've completely lost faith in your administration. Now, I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything that I say. I'm not a fucking Democrat. But on that note, I'm not a fucking Republican either. I'm an independent. I'm a constitutionalist. And our founding fathers right now are rolling in their fucking graves at all the fucking bullshit that you guys are doing. Trump, you're so fucking interested in arguing and fighting and fucking around with Elon Musk. You're turning our country into a fucking reality TV show. Knock it the fuck off and run the country the way that you said, the way that you promised, the way that you ran on. I'm so fucking mad that you've done this to our country. Your whole base is shook up right now. I don't see how you sleep at night openly fucking lying to this country. Pam, Cash, Bongino, all you motherfuckers should step down. All of you. I think it's time that you guys give the keys to the car to some fresh new faces. None of this fucking bullshit liberal turning the whole world gay shit. No more of this fucking lying to everybody about murderers and fucking pedophiles. Epstein was a fucking piece of shit. And anybody that was associated with that guy needs to answer for it, and they need to be held accountable. 100 fucking percent. As my buddy JD goes or says, let's fire up the fucking wood chipper. Let's get rid of some fucking pedophiles. I'll give credit where credit is due, Cash. I know that you've been trying, and I know that you arrested a whole bunch of fucking freaks, and good on you. But the shit, these lies, everything's got to fucking stop. You guys have got to make this right. I just want to call this out. And I'm sorry I got off on a tangent there, but I'm passionate about this because I love my country. And I defend what I believe in to the bitter end. But I can't defend somebody that's not given me a good enough reason to defend them. And right now, your whole base is fucking pissed. And they have every right to be. So I want to get back on topic here. Pam Bondi came out and said that you guys are looking for another video or something to that effect. That tells me that you're just looking to edit another video. If there's no co-conspirators or no co-defendants for Epstein, then release everything. If there's no evidence that there was any more crimes committed and there's nobody implicated in his client list or whatever the fuck, or his doesn't exist apparently, then release it. Release everything, 100 fucking percent of it, except for the child pornography. Pam Bondi came out and said that there was tens of thousands of videos of Epstein and other people in compromising positions. You told us that he didn't ever blackmail anybody. He blackmailed Bill Gates. Bill Gates came out and said it. His whole divorce was all because of the blackmail from Epstein. So, if there's nothing to hide, then fucking show it. Release everything. You guys would have been better off not saying nothing instead of doing a fucking 6 o'clock Sunday document dump. This is the biggest conspiracy that we're ever going to see in our lifetime because this is a blatant cover up and it's lies. We were watching, Michelle and I were watching Benny Johnson the other night when this first dropped. Benny Johnson is a happy, positive, go-getting guy. And every day you can watch his videos and it'll lift your spirits because he has that kind of aura about him. I've never seen him like almost in tears. And it looked to me like he was, well, he flat out said that he was disappointed. You can look at our other video and you'll see it. The other thing about this whole situation too is Virginia Dufresne lost her life because of this. Prince Andrew trafficked her, raped her, had to pay her $12 million to settle with her for what he did to her. Guess who trafficked Virginia Dufresne to Prince Andrew? Epstein. So how the fuck are you going to say that there's no other body guilty of a crime? Prince Andrew is fucking guilty. He should be held accountable. Or we should throw his fucking ass in a wood chipper. The one thing I can't stand, the fucking thing I hate the most, is somebody that wants to hurt women and children. Well, wait, let me go back. Women, children, and dogs. Maybe dogs should be first on that list. If you fucking hurt a dog, you're a piece of shit. If you hurt a woman or a child, you deserve to fucking die. Why is Ghislaine Maxwell still in prison if there's no crime? She should be released. At this point, she's a political prisoner. Let's see. Trump losing his temper on that reporter the other day or today. To me, that makes him look guilty because the only people I ever see get defensive is people that are guilty of something. This shit's got to stop, guys. You guys have got to make this right. You got to do something. Because as it stands right now, Pam, to me, you have no credibility. Trump, you're letting them get away with this. You're supposed to lead by example. And you're supposed to lead on what you ran on. And that was being transparent. This is the same shit that Biden would do. This is like some liberal bullshit that you're pulling right now. It's got to stop. You guys have got to do something to make this right. Release the documents. Release it all. Release it to Benny. You need to have an independent audit done where, like Tucker and Alex Jones, Benny Johnson, Scott Jennings, where they all go in and look at the documentation, and then you let them release it because we don't trust you anymore. We don't trust your administration because you guys aren't getting shit done. Well, I take that back. You're getting shit done, but you guys are covering shit up, covering for pedophiles. Man, that's not cool. Moving on from this Epstein thing, I want to talk about the fuckery that we've been seeing on X about these miserable fucking cunts that are saying that all the women and children and families that have died from these floods got what they voted for. So here's my message to you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you and fuck everything that you stand for. And I hope that you reap what you fucking sow. because that is the biggest piece of shit thing that you could do to anybody ever. You want to say anything? No. No? You just want to sit there and look pretty? Yeah. So I was gonna try to make this a longer video, but I think it just turned into a clusterfuck rant instead of an actual show. So you guys have a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once we hit 100 subs, we're gonna do a giveaway. I haven't decided what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be $1 for every subscriber. We need suggestions too for a nonprofit. In honor of Dubs and Gunner, I want to do a donation. Every $1 for each subscriber, we're going to donate to a nonprofit in California that helps reform ex-cons. And we're doing that in honor of Dubs and Gunner as a way to say thank you for always keeping me company at night. And if you're not a subscriber, please go and subscribe to Dubs and Gunner and Jesse on Fire too. They're the most awesome trio I've ever seen. They're fucking amazing. JD Delay too is a good dude. These guys, I never miss any other episodes or any other streams. They're great guys. So drop into their channels and subscribe, like their videos, make some comments, and share our content. Like I said, we're gonna do $1 per subscriber giveaway. Once we hit 100 subscribers, I'll put everybody's name in a hat and I'll draw names. I'll do it on live on camera so y'all can see it. Same thing when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna do the same thing. And 10,000 and so on and so forth. Those may not be $1 per subscriber, but they'll be substantial and they'll be nice. All right, and for every time we hit that kind of benchmark, we're going to do a donation to nonprofit as well. All right, you guys, everybody's in our hearts. Please, everybody, say a prayer for the people in Texas that are going through this. I can't imagine what they're dealing with. It's really fucked.
I want to say something about that.
Go ahead.
About Texas, I'm so glad and happy and thankful that God didn't bring us to Texas because we were about to move out there. And thank God we didn't get into the flood or any death or anything harming us. I thank God for everything that He did for us. And that's it.
Okay. All right, y'all. You guys have a great night, and we will catch you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.